Homework pressure? No more. At Spring Library, we explain every topic in simple way. Join the learning family and score high every day.
All right, this problem has us finding the distance a couple walks as they travel 3/4 around a lake, which has a radius of 1.5 kilometers. Now, whenever you're doing a problem that involves a circle, the radius of that circle is a very important quantity because any equation we're going to work with will need the radius of the circle to be used. So this couple is starting west and walking all the way around to north, 3/4 of the way around the lake. Now, had they walked the entire length of the lake, the distance that they traveled, which is what part A is looking for here, would have been the circumference of the circle, or 2 pi r. Now, thing here is they're not walking the whole thing. They're walking 3/4 that distance. So I want to take that circumference and multiply it by 3/4 to get just 75% of the circumference of the circle. Now, when I plug my numbers in, I have 2 pi times 1.5 times quantity of 3/4. And when I continue to reduce and simplify this, we end up with 9/4 pi, which is our specific answer, or if we round it, we get 7.07 kilometers. Now, that's the distance they travel as they go all the way around the lake. B is looking for the displacement as they go all the way around the lake. So I'm going to shrink A down and put it over here. So displacement is different than distance because it's looking at how far away from your starting point are you. And the fact that we walked 7.07 kilometers doesn't matter because we're getting closer and closer to being back where we started. So B, the displacement, is asking us to find how far away this point right here, our starting point, which actually should be on the edge of the circle, is from this point right here where we ended. Now, this really comes down to looking at how far away these 2 points are, which we could do using some of our algebra skills. So if I connect this to the center of the circle, we know that, hey, this lake has a radius of 1.5 kilometers. And going to the north side is also 1.5 kilometers. Because these are exactly on the north and west cardinal directions, this is a right angle because north and west are perpendicular to each other. Now, what that means is we can treat this whole shape as a right triangle for figuring out how far away they are, and we get this nice side here. Now, whether you're using the Pythagorean theorem to finish up here, or you remember some of those special triangles from geometry class, which honestly was never my strong suit to begin with, you'll end up with the same idea, 1.5 squared plus 1.5 squared equals c squared. That c, that final value, that displacement value, ends up being 1.5 times the square root of 2 kilometers. And this problem asks for both a magnitude and a direction. So our direction, if we look at that triangle, since both the x component of the triangle here and the y component of the triangle are the same length, that means our angle here, this angle above the east, is going to be 45 degrees above east.